Back with you again. Before I get started, there's going to be some profanity in the video, so you know the drill. For those of you who are subscribed to my channel, you already know the drill. But for those of you who are new to this channel, if you are a parent, you've got kids, please pause the video or put your headphones on. Now that you've unpaused, your kids should be out the room, and your headphones should be crammed in your ears. So getting started with this, all I can say is well. If it isn't the bastard child of Ursula the Sea Witch and M. Bison from Street Fighter. Well. And I know, like, some of you are wondering, like, what bone do you have to pick with this bitch? Well, I mean, for a long time, I've never like this bitch. I know some people are gonna be like, yeah, no, because she's fat. You're fat shaming her. It must be because she's from Australia. I'm like, long story short, I'm not gonna call this fat, this fat bitch, this fat white supremacist bitch a fucking Australian. All this bitch is nothing but a descendant of the invaders and colonizers of that invaded Australia. All right. And not to mention, this bitch is still practicing the same mentality her demonic ancestors did when they invaded Australia. Because the only real Australians I will acknowledge are the indigenous Australians, aka the black Australians. Okay, bitch? So, so for those of you who have been living under a rock and don't know what happened this week, um, I gotta give a shout out to Kimberly Frazier for doing a video about this. So, and there was a little bit of information, that some people do not know. Some do, some don't. But to those of you who don't, I'm going to bring it in here. Well, what happened was, so the bastard child of Ursula the Sea Witch and M. Bison was on the Ellen DeGeneres show talking about her new movie that's coming up called Isn't It Romantic? And she said a lot, and this, mind you, this bitch said that she's paving way for plus size women, and she's the first plus size woman to be in a romantic comedy. Well, which was complete utter bullshit, you know. Because you want to know why? Because if you really want to get technical, the only very first plus size women that did kick down doors for plus size women out there are black. And you want to know what their names are? Queen Latifah and Monique. Let's not forget that. Let's not fucking forget that, because this whole black erasure thing, and you know what? And to some folks, to like some folks who say they're black feminists and shit like that, when you prop up motherfuckers like this, those outside the community, this is what they do to you, okay? And this is how we continuously get fucked over. And you probably get all shocked when you find out the bitches are white supremacists being a culture vulture and doing blackfishing. But I'm gonna talk about that in another video. But does like all these white supremacist shit. Typical white supremacist. And you get all shocked and whatnot, because that's what the fuck you get when you try to prop up these motherfuckers instead of propping up your own first. All right? Because you know what? Let me tell you something. But the one, but some of you supposed black feminists who say, well, they fight for all women and whatnot. No, when these white feminists say women, they ain't talking about y'all asses. They're talking about just white women. Just white women only. That's it. Not you. Okay? Let's get that out of the way. So, after, this heifer, the bastard child of Ursula the Sea Witch and M. Bison, said that on national TV on the Ellen DeGeneres show, the bitch got rightfully drugged and called out. And of course issued a faux apology and shit like that. Even Monique called her ass out for black erasure and stuff like that. So then, but here's where shit went from bad to worse. Instead of just owning up that she was in the wrong and I apologize and shit like that. Like, even though I don't forgive her, I don't buy their full apology, just admit like, hey, I fucked up. So this bitch went as far, to, folks that went in, that called her out, some cussed her out, which I don't fucking blame them the least bit. and we're telling her that you weren't the first. It was actually Queen Latifah and Monique. So stop it, Black Erasure. And some of them were being kind, a little too kind, to explain to this bitch. This bitch knows what the fuck they're doing. Make that no. They all know what the fuck they're doing. That's what makes white supremacists fucking evil. Okay. So then guess what? Bitch got called out, and turned out that the bitch was blocking, people on Twitter. Not just everybody that called her out. She just blocked a particular group of people. Oh yeah, it was black people. I know some articles are trying to say people of color. No, most of the people she blocked were black. I know there was some people who identify as non-black people of color who have been blocked. Yes, I'm aware of that. But the majority, every last one of them was black. So then, after the bitch got called out and unblocked, all the black people that she blocked that were calling her ass out, this is her faux apology. Let me do this. Acknowledge. I bet she's trying. This bitch trying to say, I acknowledge. I blocked. Let's fix that. Black people. I acknowledge. I blocked black people on Twitter because I was hurting from being called out of being a racist and doing black erasure. Let's fix that. But those people I actually need to hear. Those are people that I actually need to hear from more, not less. Again, I am deeply sorry. This bitch already issued. This is the second full apology. Well, I'll tell you the reason why this bitch only quote unquote apologized. Yeah, let me show you what bitch looked like makeup. Like I said, only apologized because the bitch got called out, and also because she don't want to lose her cha-ching, cha-ching with her shitty ass romantic comedy called This Is Romantic, that's coming out really soon. I have not seen the trailers. I have not even. I mean, I've only seen pictures. That some articles were talking about it, and I just skipped through that shit. You know. But you know what? All I can say is fuck this bitch, this racist bitch apology. But also, here's another thing, folks. I'm not even talking about. Only a few people did, and I'm gonna talk about it because this bitch has always been racist. Because 3 years ago, when she was at the VMA Awards, she thought it'd be cute and funny to make a mockery of police brutality and Black Lives Matter. Yeah, basically, mind you, this was on the same year when Eric Garner was murdered, Freddie Gray, Tamir Rice. I think it was the 1 year anniversary of Mike Brown. No, I think on the same year Mike Brown was murdered as well. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. And got rightfully drugged, and the bitch never even apologized for it. And if you think I'm bullshitting, I'll post the link. I can only go for 10 fucking minutes about this. Yeah, see right here. See right here. If you want to read the info, you want to see the fuckery. Rebel Wilson references hashtag Black Lives Matter in the worst way possible at the MTV VMAs. Mind you, that was on the same day when Nicki Minaj called out Miley Virus, another culture vulture. Yeah, I'm not shocked about this racist fat bitch who is nothing but just a bastard child of Ursula the Sea bitch and M Bison. Okay, so you know what? May this bitch get drugged through the ends of the fucking earth. And if some folks in the black community are still gonna support this bitch, you are a fucking dumbass. And there's some dumbasses saying like, "Oh, I accept your apology." And this, when you accept their quote apologies, that's not for them to like, "I'll try and make shit right." That's for them. You're basically giving them a pass to do it again. Okay. But so far, a lot have been like, "Fuck your apology, bitch." But you know what? And since the bitch is nothing but an invader of Australia, I wouldn't be surprised this bitch shitted on the indigenous Australians, aka the Black Australians, the real Australians. So yeah, fuck this fat bitch, and you know what? It made this racist bitch movie flop. And in the words of Willie D, your mom should be embarrassed, and your dad should have pulled out. No more talk.